Yes. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Chaos, and welcome to a new episode of Take It to the Table, hosted by Wrestling Republic. I am joined by none other than the regular guest, Soul. How you doing today, Soul?
Good. I've already opened one up, and we're halfway there already. So good progress.
I know. Yeah, this and no, this episode is not sponsored by Corona. So yeah, he's just.
If I was sponsored by a beer, I could die happy.
Exactly. And yes, everybody, I am in a onesie. Do I care? No, I don't, because I am under the weather. So yeah, just gotta have to deal with it. All right, cool. So of course, we're going to be talking about AEW Dynamite that has been gone last night. Also going to be dabbling into, as we all know, it's WrestleMania week. There's been rumblings. I don't know if you've been hearing about this, but there's rumblings that Shane O'Mac is returning to WWE, and not only that, could possibly be at Mania. And now we just got breaking news that there's something going on with possibly is Cody Rhodes possibly backing out of WrestleMania. So that's going to be interesting. So we're going to be talking about that, as well as Ring of Honor as well. It is the Super Card of Honor, isn't it? It's this week.
Card of Honor.
So yeah, we're going to be delving into that. And Soul as well will be giving his takes as to and any breaking news along the way. But yeah, it's going to be a jam-packed episode. So without further ado, let us take it to the table. Right. Yes, starting off AEW Dynamite. I would say it was a fairly solid episode. Wouldn't you say so?
Yeah, I'd say it was all good all around. I wasn't bored. I didn't fall asleep. I wasn't like, I'll just go back on my phone. I was invested throughout.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, it was nothing groundbreaking, but it was definitely was, if anything, the standard episode of AEW Dynamite. So so of course we're going to be delving into all the events and all the matches as well. So of course the first match, as soon as it started, we got the entrance of CM Punk, as well as and he was facing Max Caster. Of course, everyone was more looking forward to seeing what Max Caster was going to be saying after a certain slap that was heard around the world.
Tony, as soon as he heard about that, was on the phone. Max, shut up. Put everything down. I need you for fucking Dynamite right now. And Max is just like, headphones on, a little A4 pad of paper, a pencil
instantaneously
sharpened, and
didn't hold back. That was his first line. That was his first bar. It was standard zingers. The guy's solid on the mic. Also regarding Max Caster. Sorry?
So you want to go first?
No, I was going to say that regarding Max Caster, he also got a huge shout out by John Cena recently as well.
Yeah. Cena was like, he's done the rap gimmick better than he did back in his heyday. So, I mean, hey, good props to Max Caster, man.
100%. That's a good argument to see who's better. Because I did like certain things that John Cena would like his old gimmick. He came out with some dirty barbs. Especially even when he brought it back for when he was facing The Rock as well. He came up with some mad ones. So yeah, we might need to dabble in that conversation to see in a future episode who's
the better rapper.
Yeah, who's the better rapper for sure. But yeah, regarding
I liked the little reference with Max Caster's line of "I'm gonna make you crap in the ring like a Z-Pack."
Yeah,
do you know what that's a reference to?
No, what's that?
So back before Punk left WWE, he was having that issue health-wise, and they were putting him on an antibiotic called Z-Pack. And on a match on SmackDown with Dean Ambrose, he crapped his pants in the ring. So it was a weird.
Yeah, I remember this. Yeah, I remember this actually. Yeah. He actually crapped himself in the ring. That was hilarious. Yeah, that's a bit mad. So fair play. I did not really catch that. So that's a nice little Easter egg for sure.
But yeah,
what did you think of the match yourself, though?
The match, loved it. Max Caster and they claimed they're over, Punk's over. Watching two favorites going on in the ring. No complaints. Happy with it. Loved the finish. Loved everything. No complaints.
Yeah, very standard match. I can't fault it. It's a good way of putting Max in the same limelight as Punk. So
Mhm.
so yeah, that's a huge rub for him. Of course, CM Punk won. I think he won with the
Anaconda Vice.
Anaconda Vice. Yeah. And then of course Tony Schiavone went into the ring, asked him, "What is your plans basically for the future?" And he's basically said, you know,
World title
right
shot.
now it's between Adam Cole and Hangman Adam Page, but he says before he leaves AEW, you can see that he's gray. But before he leaves AEW, he will become AEW champion. So yeah, I have no reason to not believe him or believe that will be the case at some point. It's only a matter of when. I mean, what was your ideal scenario for him to win the title and possibly lose it to lose it to?
There's a part of me that still thinks MJF should be the next in line. It's what I've always said. MJF should take the title off Hangman. But if they turn Punk heel and he takes it off Hangman, I think that could be excellent as well, because I don't want Punk to be a face throughout his whole time in AEW. I want him to flip flop between, because Punk as a heel is a fucking demon.
Yes.
Dude, as a straight edge savior, had a grannies trying to fucking start fights with him and scraps and shit. And if we got heel Punk as a champion, the person that needs to take it off him, referencing his first feud in AEW, would be Darby Allin.
So it's full circle.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
If I'm not saying they should do this, it's an option. But say if this was down the line and at the end of Punk's 3-year contract, which I believe he's under a 3-year contract, no confirmative, but it just seems like what everyone's doing. And Punk was not going to resign. He feels like, yeah, stop. And he's got the champion at the time. Have Darby take it off him in a career title match sort of thing.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, I'll be down for that.
I don't want Punk to stop wrestling because
That's
Punk's
the thing. Awesome. Fight forever.
It's going to be like Ric Flair's first retirement, where everyone's going to be in the crowd just like, fuck, this is so emotional right now. Then he turns up in like Impact or some shit. I was like, for fuck's sake, we're all emotional all with this, and now just went in the
That's what I was about to say. I still think that was his actual retirement, because he never swan song after when he came back in Impact. So in my opinion,
like,
that did
like
not
Shawn
count.
Michaels, there was never another match after Taker, right?
No, definitely not. That's been erased. That's been retconned.
Yeah, that's not canon.
That's not canon. 100. If it's in Saudi, it is not canon.
It's the non-canon lands.
But yeah, of course, it's only a matter of time that CM Punk does become world champion. Who he does win it off. Obviously, you would like to think that the next person to win the title would be MJF, but obviously he's in this thing going on with Wardlow, so that's gonna take a while. And the thing is, if they're looking to really push Wardlow has to go over in that feud. So that'll be a slight little stop in that. And then
unless you do this, because MJF is so fearful of Wardlow, and let's say AW security can't stop him, MJF jumps ship to Ring of Honor to hide from Wardlow.
Yeah, if they're actually going to do some metaverse like that, or
and then MJF takes the title off Bandido or Gresham, and then he runs a heel ship in Ring of Honor. Actually, by the end of the stream, I'll speak about who I want to cross over from AEW into Ring of Honor.
Okay, yeah,
a little tease for fans, and also number 2. Hooray!
Oh my god, already on number 2. Jesus, fair enough.
Me, chaos. My liver hates me.
Indeed. But then again, obviously, if we was talking about Raw, it might be on your 4th bottle by now, so understandable.
More like 6.
But yeah, that so it looks like he's obviously signaling to be AEW World Champion. Who's going to be next? I mean, the thing is that I like it that it's all up in the air.
Yeah.
The thing is, because I trust AEW to do a decent job, I'm not fretting. Like, they ain't gonna do some mad shit. It's all gonna work out. I'm will come full circle. I don't know when CM Punk is going to be going for the title, but I don't think it's going to be doing it anytime soon. And it
It's
just makes
interesting.
sense.
It's interesting.
But if I do feel like that if when he does win it, there's only two people that should take it from him. Is obviously, like you said, either Darby Allin or MJF. When he finally does become champion, he takes the title from his former hero.
Mm-hmm.
It would make sense.
Yeah, beautiful.
That will be something that's full circle. So you do got the two that and then maybe it would be between the two pillars, MJF and Darby Allin. Darby Allin takes it from MJF maybe later down the line. Because right now I don't think they see Darby Allin as world championship contender just yet.
No, he had a good run with the NT title, but now he's just like when he's attached with Sting, it's just like you could give him the title, but that sells itself. You don't really need to put a title on Darby because he's over as fuck.
Exactly.
And he's Sting, so it's like why put all your eggs in one basket?
Exactly. But yeah, moving on from this match, the next match was Jay Lethal versus John Maxley, coming out by himself, I might say. But what did you think of this match?
So I'm going to be honest. I did not know much about Lethal at all until 2020.
Oh wow! Okay, so you didn't see the Black Machismo or anything like that?
No,
you didn't see
the only everything I've seen of Lethal was the woo off.
I was about to say that's what. Yeah, okay.
I've seen that because fucking everyone and their mother has seen that. And just seeing Lethal work now, like I knew who Lethal was, but I never actually watched any of his matches until he came into AEW. I was like, oh yeah, I'll do some research on this guy. Mate, he's fucking awesome.
Yes, especially I still feel like his prime was in TNA because he was so over. Even with the Black Machismo thing, I thought at first it was cringe, but he pulled it off. I
rewatched some of his matches, like the one against Flip Gordon at All In was
yes,
I really like that one. I watched some of his ones with Marty Scurll as well, and they were pretty bangers as well.
Right.
Lethal's fucking awesome. I honestly wonder, do they keep him in AEW or send him to Ring of Honor just to be like a pillar sort of thing, like the guy, the experienced guy, and he's like the name that can bring him back in.
It would make sense. I mean, he has a lot of Ring of Honor history. I mean, he was the longest reigning Ring of Honor champion, I think.
Yeah, like 700 days or something like that.
Yeah. He just recently lost it, so it would make sense to put him over there.
And his theme's a banger. I fucking love that theme, man.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I do like it.
And let's move over to Moxley. Obviously, it shows that the Papa Regal prefers the favorite son over.
He's up his ass all day, every day, flipping now.
I love my technical son, but my brawler son can go fuck himself. Demon spawn.
100%. But Mox came out to Mox basically. Really hard hitting match. Mox was telling Jay Lethal to like hit me harder, all this kind of stuff. Clothesline the hell out of him. There was numerous times where he was trying to hit where Lethal was trying to hit the Savage Elbow. There was numerous times where Moxley was getting up from it. There was a lot of close calls. But eventually Jay Lethal got caught and succumbed to the paradigm shift or the double hook DDT. And Moxley won his match. There was a little bit of tension at the end, but Lethal eventually shook Moxley's hand. And that was good, but very solid match, very hard hitting. Ain't got nothing really bad to say about it, really.
I love this shit. This shit was good.
Very, very, very good. Next up was FTR versus the Gun Club. Now, obviously, before this match, there was a segment with MJF and the Pinnacle, and then obviously, MJF and FTR. Then obviously in the background, the guy Smart Mark Sterling or whatever his name is.
Yeah, Smart Mark Sterling, was the best lawyer in the business.
Exactly, was putting all these posters up, basically saying that Wardlow is banned from the premises. And then FTR was not really feeling that. They was like saying, look, I don't know what's going on between you two, but Wardlow's our guy. He's my brother. I love him. Don't involve us into it.
They are good, FTR, and I think having them as faces now will be the better option. It just makes me think for Ring of Honor, we'll talk later about, but it just makes me feel like I've seen people complain about how FTR has been used in AEW, and I will admit their championship reign at the beginning wasn't the best ideal thing. I feel like it was meant to be the Bucks that took the title off Hangman and Kenny, but with FTR coming in, I think they just went a bit, too rapid on the trigger and just pulled it quickly, having the new hot tag team take it off. And then they've been very mid.
Very mid, yes.
Very mid since then. They did get the AAA tag team titles, which is cool to see gold around their waist because they look fucking good with the gold.
Yeah.
Although those AAA tag team titles look like a fucking plastic toy from Argos. But I feel like turning them face is going to be fresh with the Bucks still being heels, sort of. And maybe we can get an actual match.
I don't think I've ever seen FTR even in WWE. I don't think I ever saw them as a face. So yeah, like I said, it will be fresh to see them as baby faces. But yeah, like there is definitely growing tensions. It's more than likely that the Pinnacle is pretty much over. I did feel like it was a bit out of nowhere where like last week MJF was like saying, look, people saying Pinnacle's over. Nope, we're gonna be back on winning ways and all this stuff. When half the year they haven't really been heard of. It was just MJF and Shawn Spears. That was it. So yeah, it does look like the Pinnacle. I think they're probably one of the last OG, not necessarily OG factions, but they were
Best Friends and Dark Order. I think are still like OG.
Yeah, they're the only last ones. Yeah. I think probably the last ones.
Let me think. Yeah, that comes to mind. They're the only real ones because SEU's gone. The Elite's kind of fucked. Yeah, kind of. Yeah, no, I think like the last ones are really Best Friends and Dark Order. I mean, Pinnacle, you could just do like it's a fucking shonen series and just have a new wave of protagonists come in. Fucking MJF with like a crane hat on and a staff. Like I will teach you the ways of the new way. As my past subjects are now fucking bastards. Like see these cunts, fuck them. You're the new guys, new blood. I like you guys.
Basically, yeah. I guess you could kind of say Jurassic Express, but obviously one's kind of gone, so it's like it's two of them.
Yeah, Marco's,
they were the OGs. Yeah,
Marco's been featured in Endeavor because of budget cuts, apparently.
Yeah, that's a bit weird. I mean, they really shouldn't have used that.
I know you don't want to be like WWE, like you just cut people for the sake of cutting them. But give the guy a call if he's not been on TV for like 2 or 3 months.
Exactly.
Put his mind at ease, and he's not thinking like, "Oh, I could take a booking, but maybe I might be called back." I feel like that's a problem AEW is trying to have. They're trying to not be like WWE, but there's certain times that you just have to. You just have to cut people from what. And
yeah,
I mean, they've cut people in the past. They cut like Jimmy Havoc and Evilise, who was sandbagged.
Those were obvious reasons, but yeah,
obvious reasons. But I feel like I know it sucks cutting people from their jobs, and it just sucks in general. But if you're just gonna have them stay at home, just put their mind at ease and let them know. And the fact that it was Christopher Daniels who ended up end of the day telling Marco, it's a bit of a shitty situation to see that he was a part of this faction at the beginning, replaced by Christian Cage, and then just sidelined.
Yeah. It's a bit messy, 100%. But yeah, they just need to better on their communication skills. It sounds very tacky for such a big company like that. So yeah, they need to fix up on that. So yeah, definitely don't agree on that.
But I mean, back to this match with FTR and the Ass Boys, it was good.
The Ass Boys, yes.
I think Billy Gunn was looking like a unit. Jesus Christ,
he's always looking like, I don't know what he's on, but he needs to take a breather, man. That guy's phenomenally jacked for his age.
Chicken salad's a hell of a thing.
Yeah, and other things. But yeah, he's I think this was probably the best showing I ever. This was the most tolerable I could take of the Gun Club. I like their attire. I like the chemistry between Gun Club and FTR.
I do feel like Danhausen needs to be included with these guys soon because the Ass Boy thing it's really only people who kind of be on the Twitter and the internet culture because of Danhausen calling them the Ass Boys, and it's just like, oh, it's something that's catched on, but no one really knows why. It's sort of like people doing what thing can I think of? I don't want to say the what chants, but maybe like fucking something. But it's sort of like when people like It's like, oh, you're saying this and it's getting popular. I'll just say it too. I don't know where it's from.
Yeah.
I'm just going to say it.
Yeah.
And I
No,
know
I
Dan
hear
hasn't
that.
injured, but it's kind of like, have it happen now, or it's just going to be something that happened and no one's going to know what happened in 10 years or 5 years or something.
Yeah. No, I agree. I agree.
But
You
FTR,
never know what.
knows the best thing because I don't think anyone expected the Gun Club to win this one.
No, not at all. Not at all. But so obviously, MGF was on commentary, obviously just bigging up his guys and being an absolute hypocrite, saying like whatever Gun Club was doing all this healer stuff, he was like, "That's disgusting. I will never do this kind of stuff." Tony Schiavone was just kept in stum because I'm sure he wanted to cuss him
I
out.
love their chemistry. They fucking
I love the
bounce
chemistry.
so
Yeah,
well.
he's just so quick, Tony. He's
Yeah,
so quick. Like,
it honestly feels like he just really hates this motherfucker.
yeah, 100%, 100%. But midway through the match, of course, Wardlow said, "Fuck the banning. I'm gonna still show up anyway." So he took out all these goobers. Took out one guy that looked like Takeshi 6ix9ine, on the stairs, and then and then yeah, it was being held back by like 10 or 12 guards. MJF was mouthing off by the commentary booth, and obviously there was a there was a bit of this. Obviously, that was cause a bit of a distraction within the ring, but eventually FTR got onto the same page, hit the big rig on one of the guys in Gun Club. 1, 2, 3. They obviously won. MJF obviously came down to the down to the ring and tried to obviously hold up his team FTR hands up high. FTR was just like, no, we told you we don't want any of this, whatever. MJ tried his hardest to obviously calm things down. But yeah, the Pinnacle is definitely imploding for sure. And yeah. So
I mean, who would you want to add to the Pinnacle? If you could say like, oh, FTR leave and you need a big man, who would you add in?
Not Lance Archer because yeah, he's his own man.
Brian
Powerhouse
Cage.
Hobbs. Brian Cage.
Add in
He's
Brian Cage and
yeah.
tag team. You need to add in Gun. I don't know, Gun. I'm just saying Gun Club because they're just on the screen, but I honestly can't think of any like proper tag team that's like Varsity Blondes if they turn heel.
I don't like him. They find him boring.
They're odd, and I feel like there's the. We're going on a tangent here. We should focus. Yeah. We should focus.
I'm just saying, like, just putting this out there. I think the Varsity Blondes are boring, and I do not find Brian Pillman entertaining. I think he still needs a lot of work, but yeah, just want to put that out there. But yeah, like I said, we're going on a tangent. Let's move on fast for forward. Of course, next segment was of course the Jericho Appreciation Society. The sports entertainers. Yes. So this started.
I swear that guy on the right looks like my barber.
Sorry?
The guy on the right looks like my barber on the
Oh, is it? I think was it
Magic
Magic Hands something. I can't remember. He's got some weird sports entertainer name.
Yeah, Magic Hands because he can cut hair like a fucking genie. Jesus.
So this the segment started backstage. Obviously, they were all just ranting and raving, saying about like, no one could touch us. We took care of the wrestlers last week and everything. The guy 2.0, the one on the left, I forget his new name, but he was looking behind the curtain and said like, "There's no one in the back."
Is it Matt Tavern?
Something like that. It's a dead name, but obviously that's the whole point. It's a really dead name. And then he was like looking behind the curtain, said there was no one there, and then he passed it over to Jake Hager, and he was just like on his side, and it was like, "Yeah, look, there's nothing." And then lo and behold, it was Eddie Kingston and Santana and Ortiz. I think he got clocked with a sock with snooker balls in, or supposedly snooker balls. And then they brawled backstage. Eventually, it led to the ring, but ultimately, they got Santana Ortiz and Eddie Kingston pretty much got succumbed. They got outnumbered by the JAS crew, and I think there was at one point Daniel Garcia had Eddie Kingston in a sharpshooter, and then Jericho was beating the hell out of his back with a bat with Floyd. And then it was just an absolute massacre for Santana and Ortiz. But what do you think of this segment?
Solid. I feel like because last week they did this streak of like, oh, there's nobody there, and I feel like it would have been pest. Yep, keep that to a one-time thing. Don't do it twice.
Oh,
We know what's coming. You know, we
speak,
know.
speaking of one-time things, the GFY is still around. He's still beating that dead horse, that dead phrase.
I honestly wonder if
GFY.
that's just he knows that it's not getting on, so he's just doing it to piss people off.
Maybe I don't. Yeah, anything is possible with Jericho, to be honest. So yeah,
Jericho is basically a magic canvas. You can paint anything on it.
100%, 100%.
I kind of wonder where this is going because obviously there's 5 of them fuckers. I'm not pissed, right? I'm making sure there's 5, just like I'm not double.
No, you're fine.
There's 5 of them, and obviously there's only 3 of Kingston and Ortiz. So I know they were part of LAX in the past. Could they bring any more members of LAX in?
Could do a one-time thing, maybe. Yeah,
I know Homicide was a part of it, but I can't think of anyone else who was like on the top of my head.
Homicide, Hernandez. I'm talking about
Yeah.
the OGs. Obviously Conan, but he can't go. And then there was a chick. I can't remember her name is. Was it Sarita? I can't remember what her name is. But yeah, the OGs were Homicide and Hernandez. I don't know if Hernandez still wrestles, but he was amazing in TNA. He was so good. I paid him for future world champion, but it never happened.
Damn. Well, who knows? Maybe we could see LAX versus Jericho Appreciate JAS. I'm gonna make sure my fucking language here. Order of abbreviations. Cool. Yeah, fucking hell. You can tell we're both sick as fuck because our minds are fucked today.
Yeah, 100%. I am coughing my lungs out.
Chaos is medicating with a onesie and medication. Me, fucking alcohol.
Makes sense, right? It speaks about our personas.
Yep, Southern and North. That's how we treat shit. You got a cup, pour a bit of beer on it.
So yeah, it was a decent segment. Like you said, I'm quite curious to see where they're gonna go with this. This could go either way. But I'm still intrigued. I still want more tongue-in-cheek stuff. Obviously they said like certain things, like they future endeavored certain people, and everything like that. So they're still into it, but I still want more.
That should be the name of a finisher. Future endeavored.
That could be, yeah.
Imagine if Jericho replaces the walls of Jericho with future endeavored or some shit like that, just to get major heat.
Imagine.
Do it, Jericho. Make your finisher future endeavored.
Of course.
No. Have the walls of Jericho be future endeavored and have the Codebreaker become budget cuts.
Fuck. Yeah. Maybe. Oh my god, it's the budget cuts.
God, the lighting's going as well. And then the Titantron goes. It's like every time Jericho hits it, something gets cut.
Basically, yeah. But yeah, after this segment was Wheeler Yuta versus Bryan Danielson with, of course, Lord William Regal by his side. Well, at the commentator's booth. This one was full of technical stuff and a lot of admiration for Bryan Danielson from William Regal, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I mean, Regal and Bryan, best shipping since Lita and Edge. Yeah, I love this match. I think this builds Yuta strong for his pure match 100%. Against. Who's the pure champion? Is it Josh Woods or something like that?
Oh, I have no idea. I'll double check.
I think it's something like that. I think it's Josh Woods, which Yuta's got, and that really build him strong for that match. So they've done 2 great things in this thing: make Yuta look strong and build him for his match at Ring of Honor. So good job. But yeah, at the end of the day, Yuta's going to the Blackpool Combat Club, easy money.
Yes. Yeah, William Regal was alluding to that numerous times. He say he just loves Wheeler Yuta. See, he has potential and whatnot. And yeah, if that match didn't put out a good showing, then I don't know what will. But yeah, very, very technical, very hard hitting. Can't fault it. Sorry. Of course, Bryan Danielson won. He won via he hit the Psycho knee, and then he basically stomped the hell out of Willie Yuta's head after Willie Yuta spat in his face, and then he submitted him, didn't he?
Yeah, camel clutch, wasn't it?
It was like a camel clutch. No, it was the yes lock, but he didn't tap. Yuta he was just
passed out. He was like night.
basically. So yeah, very good show and have no qualms about this. Solid match. Next up was the Owen Hart women's tournament qualifier, and it was the Bunny against a mystery opponent.
Mm.
And yeah, there was a lot of talk about who this could be. Could it be someone obviously that's already signed to AEW, or it was going to be like a one-time thing? Well, it turned out to be Toni Storm. Yes, she is officially All Elite. She got the caption shortly after the match. Great to see her back. You could see that she was touched by the love that she was getting, a huge pop from the crowd. And yeah, she looked pretty good. I mean, the match itself, it
Solid.
was okay.
Solid for what it was, I would say.
Yeah, like the Bunny is very hit and miss in terms of who she has chemistry with. But yeah, I
She's
thought it
definitely a
was,
more extreme style wrestler. She really
yeah,
works well with the extreme sort of stuff, which, hey, that's great. I like the extreme shit. I will say
yeah,
three things about this match and this whole Tony Storm thing. I will say, first of all, theme's a banger, like Barracuda, which obviously
yes,
Mikey Rucker said he took
yeah,
a hint from. So thumbs up there. Good, well done, sir. Second thing, it's nice to see them adding some women to the roster because it's
yes,
just been men. But now we've got a women, which they need for their women division. So hey, that's good. And Toni Storm's got loads of experience in Stardom, NXT, and she's done great stuff as well. And
yeah.
third of all, I wonder if the viewers will increase because it's all our OnlyFans subscribers coming in. It's like, we must watch for the
Yeah,
Queen.
probably. Yeah, she just recently launched that, doesn't she? And yeah, she's
Yeah,
raking
and she
in
made like, and
bank.
Sonra Sapp said she made like 50K or something like that in 3 days.
Jesus.
How the fuck he
Yeah.
knows? Maybe he's a subscriber.
Who do TK?
Nah, it's Sean Ross Sapp. Apparently, I think it was him who said like she's made like 10 or 50K already, and it's
Oh,
like,
only he would know. Yeah, yeah, makes sense.
how do you fucking know? Okay.
Yeah, yeah, of course, of
Ugh.
course. No, it was great. Good showing. I kind of peg her to be possibly the winner of this tournament. I'd
Really,
say.
for the women's division, you think? Because I wonder if the rest of it is going to be. See, the way I would have done the Owen Hart Foundation is are they going to do it all just in-house talent, or are they going to bring people in for it? Because I think bringing in people in for it would be better.
I don't know. They might do. I don't know because
Because
I think they
I
already
think
did that for the TBS, didn't they? They brought the like a whole heap of random show, but we didn't really get to see the matches. That's the
they
thing.
did it for the
So
women's eliminator thing back during the
yeah, for the
pandemic.
TBS title.
I just feel like don't get me wrong, it gives more women on the time to shine, and on the men's side, same as well. That's fine. But I know next week it's Jamie Hayter versus Sky Blue, which Jamie
Yes.
Hayter is winning because Jamie
Yeah.
Hayter is a fucking beast. But I feel like we've got the surprise for the women. Is there going to be a surprise for the men?
I would like to think so. I would like to think so. It's it all depends who's left to really be a surprise. Like someone major.
I just feel like though I fucking hope this is not going to be like King of the Ring and Queen of the Ring in WWE, where the person wins it and they do fuck all with it.
Yeah, there's only one. I mean, they made so much hoopla about this. I don't see. I mean, I doubt the widow of Owen Hart would actually be cool with that. So I'm pretty sure they would
I
do
know they
something.
win a trophy called the Owen, which is nice, yeah, and maybe it'd be like a trophy, like the NXT UK Heritage Cup thing, where like they get the name printed on. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah,
That's fine. But I just feel like if you win the Owen, yeah, you win the cup, that's fine. But you should win something as well that refers to a title, like maybe a title shot of your
yeah.
choice or something.
Mm.
I do feel like this Owen thing will be great though, because it will give people something to do that maybe not get as much time to do something with.
Yes.
But I'm all for it.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. No, I thought 100% agree. They have to do something as well. I don't. I would like to think that they're going to do something like they do with the battle royal, the memorial battle royal, in terms of yeah, you win it, it never gets heard of after WrestleMania. Like you might
Mhm.
take it to the ring a couple weeks, but that's about it. But yeah, we'll see. I think they will put it to good use. I don't know if it's going to be a title shot, but yeah, we'll just have to wait and see what's going on with that. But of course, Toni Storm won this match. Uh, Everyone says people online saying they should have given her a squash match, but I feel like she put in a good showing for it not to be a squash.
Yeah,
It
no.
made it worthwhile. So yeah,
You don't want to. You don't want her coming in and just squashing your talent because you want your talent who have been there for a while to look strong as well.
Exactly. Yeah. So yeah, very good showing. Next up was, of course, now the main event, which was Darby Allin with Sting versus Andrade El Idolo with Jose, the assistant. Boy, was this a flipping annihilation that for the first 10 minutes.
This is fucking good. Will Smith, if you want to learn how to fucking slap, watch these two.
Hey, the commentator should have said something. They should have said something regarding that. When it was the little slap fest, it was just like, Will Smith, take a look at this. This is how you do it.
Or like Darby's getting rocked, Chris rocked.
That's something that JR would fucking say. That'd be awesome.
He's a slobber knocker.
Chris rocked, my God.
I'm so fucking glad with the finish though. My boy Andrade getting a win.
Yes, yeah. He's finally booked strong. He was in the main event of Dynamite. And yeah, he took Darby Allin to town. He took a dirty bumps. Darby Allin. I think he got power bombed on the steps. He got thrown over the barricade. He got the double knees in the corner. Like, they look vicious as hell.
It's all fucking good. Andrade's fucking good. He's really fucking good, and they work. I feel like they work well this pairing.
Yeah,
they really work well. Darby's just basically like a fucking glass cannon. You let him go, and he'll fucking zip tie around the fucking ring all
exactly.
day. And then Andrade is just Andrade was grabbing the camera and screaming into it. It's just like
intensity.
Bro, you good?
See, I love Andrade. I still think that he should stay off the mic. I can't. I think that's what drags him down a bit. His mic work.
I would like him to wear the black mat, the Batman black mask looking thing that he wears. Wear that all the time and just have Jose talk for him and just let him stand there cross-armed with that mask on and look around, and that'd be fucking intense as shit. Like a cartel boss just running shit. Like, yeah, you know who's the boss. You don't need to say shit. Just let him wave his hands and then Jose like fucking drop kicks Darby or some shit like that.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I feel like his mic work to me just lets him down, and yeah, he should be the silent type. Have Jose speak for him, similar to what Penta does, or what thing he does for Penta.
Yeah, Alexander.
So yeah. Other than that, besides that, obviously Andrade won with his what is it? The butterfly? What's it called? It's a weird ass name. It's a butterfly hook DDT or something like that.
Something like that. It's good though. I like it.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's different. And then of course the rest of the crew came down. It was the Butcher and the Blade. Obviously Sting was trying to hold them off, but then they eventually got overpowered by the Private Party. And then, of course, who else was left to come out? It was the Hardys.
Man, they still get that pop for the Hardys. Fucking hell.
Yeah,
like,
very
even
good
if they just debuted, they're still fucking loved.
100%, 100%. They came out, chased out they cleared out the ring. They brought in the Private Party, hit the Twist of Fate, then a Swanton Bomb, and sent the crowd home happy.
Fucking hell, they were great. Fucking
very, very good. Yeah. So yeah, very, very solid episode. Very enjoyable. Never a dull moment. And yeah, the streak continues. I've yet to see a really boring episode, if not for a long time. I think there was the little lull. Like, remember when just wrapping this up. Remember when just at the beginning of the pandemic where they were in this little dinky warehouse?
Oh yeah, they were in QT Marshall's gym.
Yeah, I felt like that was a bit of a lull, but obviously it was fresh.
It was because the only real thing I remember of that was when Lance Archer debuted, because he debuted in that little gym.
Oh, okay. And he dusted.
Yeah, because there was, before the pandemic hit, there was the Jake the Snake Roberts promo where he debuted against Cody. Then Jake came out he came out from the back with Lance, and that was Lance's like, hey, we've brought in Lance Archer. Then the pandemic hit, and then he had that thing with Dustin Rhodes in QT's gym.
Right. Yeah. Fair enough.
Yeah. I honestly, I only really remember from Daily Places as well.
Yes. Daily Place.
I don't remember the only thing that's really the only thing I remember about QT's gym was Lance Archer debuting there. Besides that, fuck all.
Yeah. So that's why I think it was definitely probably the last lull moment. But obviously that's understandable. It was a pandemic. Everything was all over the place. no, the world didn't even know what the fuck was going on. So that's understandable. So that just shows that was from that's 2 years ago. And
Yeah.
it's still a good streak. I never really find
I
AEW
mean,
boring.
I'd say the only real bad times of AEW were probably at the end of 2019 when they brought in the whole Nightmare Collective with Brandy, Kong, and
Yeah, that was so far
yeah,
their worst storyline ever.
yep, that easy that. And then they had that Dark Order member who was punching the fucking ground.
Oh god, yeah, that almost ruined the Dark Order, didn't it?
Yeah, fuck
Um,
yeah.
that
And then
was
Brody saved it with that little comment of like, your fucking minions can't see shit, and then just like, great shit.
yes, yes, yes.
I don't think I've not enjoyed a Dynamite since they started in Daly's Place.
Yeah, yeah.
Hot take, maybe someone's been like, nah, this one Dynamite from this day at this time when you were probably asleep watching was the shit. And it's like, maybe, but for me, everything I've seen, I never came away from a Dynamite and felt like, yeah, I wasted my
Yeah,
time.
yeah, exactly. But of course, yeah, like you said, like Soul said, please leave it in the comments as well if you feel like there's been some bad moments. Please just don't be a hater. Just come with some constructive
It's all
comments.
right to hate things as well. It's not like I'm saying, hey, if you thought this Dynamite was trash for some reason, then let me know, and maybe I can be like, oh, maybe that wasn't as good as before. We
Mm,
can have opinions on things, guys. It's not like what I say or what Chaos says is scripture. If you don't like, say you don't like Darby Allin for whatever reason, it's the face paint or the extreme style. You don't like him and you think he's the shit wrestler in the world. Hey, your opinion,
yeah,
absolutely fine to have. There's no harm in having opinions, guys. You
just
don't
as long
have
as it's constructive, not just for the sake of hating. That's what I'm
exactly
getting at. That's what I was saying. But
anything. I
so
need to
yeah,
drink.
all in all, as you guys know, we obviously review and give a whole number. I give a number of out of 10 of each episode that comes out. So out of 10, what would you rate this? So
I'm gonna say a 9.
very high. I'm gonna be a bit of a douche. I'm gonna say 8.5.
I feel like it was the
Yeah.
segments that really dragged this down, not the wrestling.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, there was one of the best segments, but yeah, it was like still way better than Raw. We all know that. That's
What
why I
even
thought it
was
out
Raw
there.
this week?
But say again,
What even happened on Raw?
we ain't got time for that.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was so 8.5. Saul gave it a 9. Let's quickly check on the comments. Numero Superfly, welcome back to the channel. Frequent viewer. He says, should Jeff ease off the Swanton bomb? He's getting older, and him doing those moves now puts him at a huge risk.
I feel
I
like
don't know.
if anyone knows his body more than anyone, it's the person doing the move. If Jeff feels like he can still do the swanton bomb safely and effectively, then hey,
I
I say
mean,
let him do it.
I've yet to see him botch a swanton. He does it pretty easily. I've heard that he's a very heavy guy. Like a lot of people hate taking it off him because it's really heavy. But yeah, like you said, yeah, the only person that knows best is obviously him, as long as he's not in denial. Jeff Hardy, Matt Hardy used to always do the leg drop off the turnbuckle. He stopped doing that now because his back is literally mush. So they know when it's time to ease up off it. And he still gets a huge pop. I mean,
Yeah.
and that's the annoying thing with Jeff. For him, because his only move that he has, he can't swap with something else or do something else.
Yes, it's not like Jeff is gonna break out a DDT or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, what's his alternative? What, Whisper in the Wind? Like that's still a high flying move. You know what I mean? So it's a bit screwed. So, but yeah, if he carries on with that, he can still go to his full potential. Then why not? So yeah, keep it going. So yeah, next up, of course, it's like we said, it's WrestleMania weekend, and there is obviously there's two talking points that everyone is pretty much talking about. First one is what is going to be the outcome of the KO show on when Kevin Owens invited Steve Austin, and of course, who could be Seth Rollins' opponent at WrestleMania as well.
Well, Chaos, you know what I'm most excited for this weekend?
What?
It's not Mania.
Oh,
It's
is it?
Sonic the Hedgehog 2 coming out in theaters, baby.
Oh, of course.
Fuck everything else.
Yeah, fuck everything else. Yes, Idris Elba as Knuckles. You can't find a better casting than that. That's definitely the
It'll be the
one.
best an hour and 40 minutes of my life.
You're gonna see Sonic, Knuckles, Tails. All basically, you're gonna be seeing this.
Big meaty man slapping meat. That's what I want.
Basically, yeah, but that's the hedgehog version.
Oh god.
So yeah, it's gonna be because thank you very much.
That's my weekend. That's my weekend.
Understandable. But also, are you gonna be watching Mania live though?
No.
Oh dear. Okay. Give you a
Only
reason
because I'm working. I would watch Mania live if I could, but I'm doing a little thing called work.
Fair enough. Fair play. Yeah, I'm only able to see night 1. I'm not able to see night 2. So yeah, this the segment that's meant to close off the show better be freaking worth it, otherwise I'm gonna be pissed off.
I think night 1's meant to be a KO show, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what they're saying. Yeah, so obviously the main event wrestling wise will be Charlotte versus Ronda. Yes. Oh my god. So that's gonna be the main event.
So is that gonna be the bathroom break, right? That's bathroom break.
Basically, yes. Yeah.
I feel like that match is gonna stink. Because we've seen how Charlotte's been with Becky, and they both have egos. They're both very egocentric.
I don't think it's gonna stink. I think it's gonna stink because of the crowd. I think because remember, this ain't a US crowd. This is an international crowd. So they obviously have to put up with all the shit that we see on TV. And obviously, Ronda's not really that over, really.
How long are the nights? Like each? Are they like 4 hours?
Because they're gonna be between 4 and 5.
Oh, man, they're gonna be fucking drained.
So I mean, it's. I hope
especially
it's at least
the most hype match of the night is Seth versus Veer, because I'm saying it's Veer. Their shit. Seth versus Veer. That's going to be the most hype match after the night, and after that, everyone's going to be like, turn off the lights. I can't see.
Basically, yeah. But yeah, there's so far there's 7 matches each right now. Because I think last time we checked it, I think there was only 5 matches on Saturday, and then there was 7 on night 2. So now there's actually 7 matches on each night. I would like to think this is the final card. But yeah, it's gonna be about I'll say about 4 hours each. They can't go 5 because that would be like exactly like how it was back in the day, like 5-6 hours.
Some matches are going to suffer from the time limit, so some are going to real suffer.
But they shouldn't really have time limits because they're on the network. They don't have no time limits.
Yeah, you think so, but they're going to be like, oh no, this match has to go for a certain amount of time, or this one can't go this position here, and it's just.
Yeah, no, I hear that. Sorry, guys.
I just wonder what's going to start the show. Becky and Bianca.
Becky and Bianca, maybe. I mean, it worked one time when Seth Rollins and Brock Lesnar opened up the night. So,
true. Or maybe Seth will just hijack Mania and be like, "Nah, I want my opponent now. I want my."
Yeah, it could very well be the beginning. Yeah, it could very well be the beginning.
And then Feed Me More hits the arena and it's right back.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Yeah, you know what? I would love to do. I would imagine if they did like about 10 fake outs. Like it was Shane.
So first it would be Ryback, then it would be Veer, then it would be Marco Stunt, then it would be RVD, then it would be John Cena, then it would be Kane, then it would be Velveteen Dream, then it would be Karrion Kross, then it would be Adam Cole, baby. But it would be like a fake Adam Cole, baby, so like fake Razor.
Adrian Cole.
Yeah. And then it will be Here Comes the Money, Shane O'Man.
Okay, we promise. We promise,
guys. We're gonna give you a WrestleMania moment.
What a way to make everyone turn off the.
You know what I would fucking die of laughter at. You know, like how they got those promos, like the promo books for WrestleMania.
Yes,
that'd be funny if they said Cody was in it. They didn't even just put like mystery opponent. They just put Cody in it. I'd fucking die of laughter, like you incompetent bastards can't even fucking. Because I know for John Cena Undertaker, they put a massive question mark, like car subject to change.
Oh, did they? Oh,
Yeah, I'm
wow.
pretty sure
Okay.
they did because I saw an OSW's review and I was like, that's pretty good. But for this one, I just feel like
Fair
they're going to
play.
fuck it up and just put a massive picture of Cody in it.
Fair play. Fair play.
I mean, the rumor going around apparently is Cody's not going to show up.
Yeah, so that's what I was going to actually go into. So, obviously, that it's pretty much the world's worst kept secret. It's meant to be Cody Rhodes that's meant to be facing Seth freaking Rollins at Mania. But then, in a fascinating update on the ongoing Cody Rhodes news cycle, the Wrestling Observer's Dave Meltzer has stated in an interview that I know people close to him who expect him to back out at WrestleMania 38. It should be noted that this is not something Meltzer himself believes will happen, nor it is something WWE expects to happen. They believe it's him. Yeah. So
I think Meltzer's just talking out of his arse.
yeah, I think so. There's no way that he's gonna back out. Like,
If you sign the contract, you can't just be like, haha, JK, nope, I'm not showing up.
I mean, he could take his ball and go home. I mean, he won't be the
if he
first
did
person.
that, I'd be fucking like, well done, son. You fucking played him.
They're just scrambling like, who the hell can we fucking put?
Then Shane comes in. He's like, hey,
Oh
Dad,
God,
I'm back.
you and your massive ego, please stay outside, please.
Like, see the people that think Cody's not showing up, or people like it's a work.
Yeah.
I know, like, the business has been so fucking swish swash, swerve here. You can't believe anything now. It's all just a work. It's never a shoot, sort of thing. When so many people have been like, yeah, he signed, and you're just that one stubborn guy, like, nah. I'm no fucking believing it. There's
I
time to
believe it
just
when
give
I
in.
see it.
Yeah, just give in. Come on. Cody's going to beat. It'll be like Seth opens the show, Cody comes out, does the match, gets a nice pop thing. Cool. We know it's Cody. He's not backing out. It's not going to be a fake out with Shane. You know what you're getting. The crowd are not dumb. They've been chanting his name for the last 2 weeks.
Yes. And imagine you're gonna hit, like, there's that place holds 100,000 people. You're gonna hear 100,000 people chant Cody. It's like no, you know when they muffle the sounds, like they could do that the hardest. It's not gonna happen. Just let it happen. It's definitely gonna be Cody. I have no concerns. It's just gonna be very fascinating to know that I was alive when a guy actually left the company, built an actual competition, took that competition's fan base, made them move over to a different night, and now they're coming back to work for the person that they got fired from. It's freaking fascinating, I think. So
it's funny. It is hilarious.
It is funny. Yeah, 100%. Numero Superfly also says, I think a way to make Charlotte versus Ronda more interesting is if they do a submission match. Maybe that will make it.
Nah, make it an Inferno match.
Oh, for fuck's sake. 2 random bras with all that hairspray and extensions. Are you mad? That would be a fucking travesty.
Yeah, it'll light up the sky.
All you're gonna hear is it's just again. Oh my god, you won't need pyro for that. Flipping now. Yeah, I mean, there'll be stakes. I mean, who has the best and the way they're talking about tapping each other out, I am surprised that they haven't made it a submission match. Figure 4 leg lock versus the arm bar. Yeah, I think that would have made or the ankle lock. Ronda Rousey's got the ankle lock now.
Oh, yeah.
But I would be down for that. I think that would make it a bit more interesting than this. Basically, they're reading what they did 2019. Like a brawl they had backstage. That was basically a remix of what they had.
Yeah, it seems just like
rehashed.
Down. It's like, why is this not working for me now? It's like, oh yeah, because Becky's not in it.
Basically, yeah, exactly. So, but it looks like they're going to run that back next year. But who knows?
I mean, we all know that Ronda's probably winning this, right?
Oh yeah, she has to win. It's the only way. She's definitely winning. Because after that, like, who else? But then again, there's been so many times where we thought that Charlotte should lose it, and she fucking retains it. So
yeah,
who knows, man? Who knows? But my money is definitely on Ronda to win. They wouldn't just bring her back just for her to lose at Mania. So and she needs a win back because she lost last time in it. Yeah. So yeah.
Right.
So yeah, that is that's what we have on regarding Cody Rhodes. What's Well, don't think I asked you. What's your prediction for the? Actually, let's go quickly. Don't dabble on it. The first thing that comes into your head. Quick predictions. All right, night one: Becky Lynch versus Bianca Belair.
Bianca.
Rey Mysterio and the Mysterios versus The Miz and Logan Paul.
Rey Mysterio. If Logan wins, I will fucking crash.
GPS says turn left. No, I'm turning right, bro. Drew McIntyre versus Happy Corbin.
Drew McIntyre, I will fucking crash again.
The Usos versus Shinsuke Nakamura and Rick Boogs.
Usos.
Good choice. New Day versus Sheamus and Rich Holland.
New Day.
Fair enough. I got Sheamus and Rich Holland for that for some reason.
Are you a fan of Butch?
And I'm not a fan of. I love Butch, not that Butch, but I mean I like Butch, the person that's in Butch. But I mean, I would love it if they imagine if they turned Rich Holland into this raging racist. Like he's like
Jesus Christ, you fucking pulls out an armband. It's like, Jesus, Rich, no, you've been on Reddit for too long.
It's like, you know what I did to Big E? I meant that, motherfucker.
Like, Jesus Christ, no.
Yeah, that would not fly. Seth Freaking Rollins versus TBA.
TBA.
Okay, and Charlotte Flair versus Ronda.
Ronda.
Okay, night 2. The Fatal 4-Way Tag Team match. For the women's tag team title. I'm not going to name all the teams.
Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan.
Fair enough. Johnny Knoxville versus Sami Zayn.
Johnny Knoxville.
Obviously. Anything else? Ain't that a really shitty way of saying hardcore match?
Pretty much, yeah.
Stupid. Pat McAfee versus Austin Theory.
Yeah, Austin Fury.
Yeah. RK Bro versus the Street Profits versus the Alpha Academy.
RK Bro.
Edge versus AJ Styles.
Edge.
Yeah, I think so as well. This one. Bobby Lashley versus Omos.
Bobby Lashley. If fucking Omos wins, then I'm crashing again.
And of course, the winner takes all match. Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns.
Brock Lesnar.
Really? You have Brock Lesnar to win? I have Roman Reigns.
I feel like because we know it's going to be Roman versus The Rock at 39.
Yeah.
And I just feel like I say Brock Lesnar because I just feel like it would just be fun, just to fuck with people.
I think they've used up all his dates. I don't think they got him that long afterwards. So I think because it seems like he's full time, but he's not full time, bro.
Right.
So
it'll be fun. If he does win, I can just be like, I fucking called
it. Yeah, this one it could definitely go either way, but logistically, it would make sense that Brock finally beats. Oh no, I know he's beat before, but when he finally beats at Mania.
Yeah.
So it just makes 100% sense. But who am I to say? But it would be awesome if he did win, and then you see The Rock come out and he said, like, look, I did it once before. I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna see you in 1 year. Basically, and then
because I'm fucking recording a movie now, so let me do my business and I'll come back.
He's recording a movie every damn week. Flipping, that guy is in high demand, man. Okay, fair enough. But so yeah, that was our predictions on that. Let us know your predictions in the comments as well. So yeah, let's move on. As it is WrestleMania weekend, this is pretty much tradition almost every year that other promotions have their own super card, if you will. During WrestleMania weekend. Say again?
Nice segue.
Yeah, nice segue, of course, yes. Of course. And we're talking about Ring of Honor, the Super Card of Honor, which is happening this Friday, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, it's this Friday at the Curtis Colwell Center in Garland, Texas. There's a lot of talk on this one, obviously, because of course Tony Khan has obviously bought Ring of Honor, and this is pretty much their first outing under the new ownership. It's gonna be. It looks like a fairly stacked card.
Yeah.
I'll just get the card up right now. So right now it says Ninja Mac versus someone with Tully Blanchard.
I think that's Brian Cage.
You think that's Brian Cage? Why you say that? See, also a quick disclosure, I've never really been a huge Ring of Honor fan, so this is all I've always known about them, but I never really tuned into them, so this is all still fairly new to me. But
Ninja Mac, just watch Ninja Mac. He's awesome. I've seen him in GCW. Dude's like fucking Dante Martin, in a way.
Oh, that's the guy, man. Future champion in the future. Definitely.
I kind of feel like Brian Cage, just because Brian Cage has his contract renewed, and it just feels like you might as well use him now. It's now or never sort of thing. It's like, when are you
With
going to
Tully
use him?
Blanchard. Okay, yeah.
Give him a mouthpiece.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Next match: Mercedes Martinez versus Willow Nightingale. This is to determine the interim ROH Women's World Champion.
I want to say Mercedes just because she's signed with AEW.
Yeah. That's a good spot for her as well to get more airtime, because I did feel she was going to be she'll be lost in the shuffle in AEW.
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, she gets moved to ROH 100%. That's a good move.
Mhm.
Josh Woods versus Wheeler Yuta for the ROH Pure Championship. Who you got for that one?
I want to say, I wonder if Brian is going to show up and like cause a situation that will leave Yuta to win, and it'll be like, hey, we kind of scratched your back, now scratch ours, sort of thing.
Yeah. I 100% expect Bryan Danielson to be at the show in some case. I mean, he's being inducted, ain't he, into the Hall
Yeah,
of
he's
Fame.
getting into the Hall of Fame with Punk,
So
Joe,
yeah.
and Gary Sapolsky.
Yeah, so definitely that would be the perfect time to definitely show up, or at least maybe Regal showing up.
Yeah.
So that would be
I'm going
very
to say Yuta. I'm going to say Yuta for that.
Yuta for that. Okay, interesting. Okay, Jay Lethal versus Lee Moriarty with Matt Sydal. That's very random.
Yeah.
But yeah, fair enough. I have Jay Lethal for this one.
I have Lee Moriarty.
Really?
I
Okay.
think it would be a good showing.
Yeah, he could put a good showing, but it doesn't mean he needs to win. I think it would, it would be a nice rub for,
Yeah, it'd be a nice
being a
rub.
Hall of
That's why
Famer. Say again?
interesting. I feel like it'd be a good rub for Moriarty to get a win on a pay per view against Lethal, which is great because Lethal's just lethal. Lethal's always bangers.
Fair enough. There's a Swerve Strickland versus Alex Zane.
Swerve. I'm gonna go Swerve.
Actually, I haven't seen last week's Rampage, so I didn't see this match with against Ricky Starks. I need to go watch that. Was it good? Have you seen it?
Yeah, it was good. Starks won.
Oh, of course. Fair enough. Yeah, I definitely need to go and check that out. Then of course, one of the main matches, the Briscoe brothers versus FTR for the ROH World Tag Team Championships. Who you got in this one?
FDR.
Oh, you think so? Yeah.
I feel like because the Briscoes aren't getting on AEW anytime soon.
Oh yeah, they're kind of bad, but not bad.
They're like shadow band.
Shadow band. Yeah, that's a great term. Yeah, shadow band. Yeah. So yeah, that makes sense. FTR, like you said, makes sense for them to be the face of the tag team in ROH. And and also, who knows, they might go for all the marbles against the Young Bucks, because they called out the Young Bucks on Dynamite again. This time it will be in front of a crowd, so that'll be freaking awesome.
That'll be great.
So yeah,
the main event.
I think that's going to be probably Double or Nothing.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, I would like to think that would be Double or Nothing. And then the main event, I believe is the main event, is Jonathan Gresham versus Bandito in a winner takes all match for the ROH World Champion. So they're doing their own version of winner takes all.
I'm going with Gresham.
You go with Gresham. Yeah, this guy is winning championships everywhere. He won the Progress Championship.
Yeah, he won the Progress Championship, and he's
which
just
is hilarious because that's from the WWE.
Yeah, it's fucking hilarious. He's like, yeah, fuck yeah, who's the first person to take a title from WWE? Why I just feel like, because Bandito's not defended his title at all, to my knowledge. But Gresham's just been like fucking wrestling everyone's like for the Ring of Honor title.
I think, but then Bandito, he had COVID, didn't he? So he couldn't make the original match, I believe.
Excuses. Nothing for the champion. Nah, I like Bandito's look as well. I like that whole style he's got going on. But I feel like Gresham will win it.
Right. Yeah, I need to. I'll definitely tune into this. I'll definitely tune into this this pay-per-view and see what's
my fucking Friday where this show's on is work, night out drinking, Sonic the Hedgehog 2, then Ring of Honor.
Flip it now. You are gonna sleep well the next night or next day, I should say.
Probably. I just wonder though, because there's a lot of stuff left from Ring of Honor. Because I know Gresham was in a faction, I think called the Factory or Foundry or something like that.
All right.
Because if you notice, there's two titles that are not on this card: the 6-man and the television title.
Right. Okay.
The television titles holded by someone in the Foundry, I think it is. I can't remember who his name is. And the 6-man title is, I can't remember what the team is. But yeah, so those two titles are not there. I don't know if they're going to bring them back or retire them or what. But yeah, there's a lot of people that, like Joe Hendry is meant to be announced for this card. Joe Hendry is a Scottish wrestler who's fucking
Yes,
awesome.
I know him. Yeah.
Oh, grand. Everyone should know Joe Hendry. But he was announced for this show, but he's not been, since TK took over, he's not been announced for anything else.
Ah.
It's kind of like, well, what's going on? But yeah, I feel like this will be a good starting point, though.
Yeah.
Because it seems like they're taking the titles that like are the mainstay, the tag, the women's, and the pure, and the world. So it's like the mainstay titles, and then hopefully they'll bring back the guy who's got the television title and the one who's got the 6-man titles as well, and just then work away from there.
Right, yeah. I'm just checking the current status of the World Television Champion. It was last defended on December 11th last year, and it's Rhett Titus that currently has it.
That's the one, yeah.
So yeah, that is a pretty lengthy time. It hasn't been said that it's been
Defended anywhere else,
canceled or finished. Yeah, so yeah, we'll just have to see what happens on that.
Yeah, I don't know who's got the 6-man.
ROH 6-man championship. Let's check. Let's find out. Is it actually called 6-man championship?
Yeah, it's like 6-man championship or something, or 6-way.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
6 something. I know it's.
So the last people that have it is the Righteous. Also, that was on that episode of that December 11th.
Yeah, Final Battle. I'm sure it was.
Yeah. So yeah, that's still in circulation. They just haven't put it in there. But then again, they do have a stacked card already. So yeah, they might just add it in last minute. You never know. But yeah, it's a stacked card. Very looking forward to it.
I'll go on now of what I hinted up earlier in this review of who I would bring over from AEW into this new version of Ring of Honor.
Yeah.
So I've got men's, women's tags, and I've got new signees. Which one should I go for first, do you think?
Yeah, keep it standing. Go for the men's.
Sure. Men's I would say is Lee Moriarty.
Yeah.
He would do great things in a Ring of Honor style. There's no whole new development system thing. I think would be grand for him. Daniel Garcia, I say, would be great in there as well. But obviously with him being in the JAS, I wonder how that will work. Maybe they'll send him over as like a wee lackey. You're like, hey, you go over there, search things out, and get new sports entertainers or some shit like that.
Yeah, true.
And another person I put in there is Tony Nese.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like Tony Nese. Yeah, I feel like Tony Nese has been lost in the shuffle and would be a good addition over there.
Yeah.
Women's next. Women's out easy. Diamante, Maria Shafir, and Mercedes Martinez.
Those are good choices. Very good choices. Also, Marina Shafir, she's facing Jade Gargill.
Yeah, Jade, she's their 30th opponent, so who knows if she's actually going to win the TBS title in her debut.
I hope not. I really, really hope not. But
I at least give her a good showing.
Yeah, of course. It needs to be a very close fight. Like Jade actually clawed, like she barely made it. Yeah. That's fine. But yeah, I don't think she should win.
And tag teams, I would do Brock Anderson and Lee Johnson. Have them go over to Ring of Honor.
Okay.
I would then have Varsity Blondes go over. Your favorite.
Yeah, fair enough.
And I don't know. I would just want to say Gun Club as well, just to put one in there. I honestly don't know who else I could really think of shoving over there. And free agents, Cesaro.
Yes, 110%.
Easy pick. I'm also going to say Chris Hero.
Oh yeah, Chris Hero. Is he still going?
I think so. Yeah, he was at the GCW Hall of Fame recently, but I know Cesaro and him were in a tag team a long time ago.
Yeah.
And final one, gonna get shit for this, but hey, I'm gonna say Marty Scurll.
Fair enough. I mean, it's that news is old now, so yeah. Why not? Fuck it, why not?
I just feel like he was the former booker as well, and he's got the experience of the company as well. It'd be just a good mind to have on.
Yeah, no, 100%. Yeah, I have no concerns with that. So yeah, Marty Scurll.
I also think it'd be funny if they bring in Marty. Adam could just bring him in and be like, haha, look, former friend you threw away in the trash, and then it just fucks with the Bucks and Kenny mentally.
That'll be something. That'll be something to see for sure. Yeah,
like
definitely.
But yeah, I'm excited for this new Ring of Honor.
Yeah, definitely. It's gonna be interesting.
I hope the replicas fucking go up in quality.
Oh, that's good. That's a fair point. Yeah, you should do.
I
Why
got
not?
the Ring of Honor one right there. It's all
Oh
right.
wow.
I mean, it's decent, but I mean, it's out of stock as well. So fucking, this is rare now.
Nice. That's
But
not bad.
it doesn't snap in, which is annoying. I like this thing. It's a good title. It's a
Yeah.
good title.
I do like it. Yeah, I like the design. Yeah, definitely.
I'm pretty sure this was the one after Cody introduced. He introduced one, and then we got this baby. But yeah, I'm excited for Ring of Honor. Could be good stuff coming.
Definitely. I don't obviously people obviously wondering if it's going to be just a big competition to AEW and stuff. I don't think so. It's definitely going to be like mid tier, like maybe higher than Impact, but still.
I feel like is it going to be a TV show? I wonder if they'll just keep it something for internet access.
I think it's gonna be internet access or whatever, like on Fight TV or something. I don't think they're gonna look for a TV deal. That's too much work. And Tony Khan's already got a golden goose already. He doesn't necessarily
speaking of, there's just been another match announced for Supercard of Honor.
Oh, lay it on us.
We're speaking of the World TV title. It is being defended at the show. Rhett Titus is going against, do you want to fucking guess?
Surprise me.
Minoru Suzuki.
Holy shit. Okay.
Rhett Titus versus Minoru Suzuki. Holy shit.
That is.
Yeah, I'm fucking watching this. I'm watching this card. I'm watching this. Holy shit.
Just like that. Okay. That's that's a very good showing. So yeah, that's gonna be hard hitting as hell, but that's just an understatement. But yeah, definitely gonna look forward to it. And everything else that comes to it. Let's see if there's any comments. One more comment from Numero Superfly, going back on WrestleMania. It says, to be honest, I think it's kind of a lose-lose situation between Roman and Brock. If Roman wins, who does he face after besides Drew? If Brock wins, we're right back to a part-timer being champion. I don't think it's a lose-lose situation. Obviously, if Roman wins, you're right. Who else is going to face besides Drew? Everyone else is going to be filler. They might retread old waters, maybe. Or like if he does go for Drew, they probably drag that out as a 2, maybe 3-month feud, just to drag it out.
I've heard some people say like, oh, he's going to get both titles and then he's just going to throw the world title on the ground because he only cares about the Universal. I mean, that just really makes the world title mean like jack shit.
Well, that's the thing. He doesn't remember. He puts down Raw. He does not care about Raw. So, I don't know if he's going to put it down on the floor, but he's definitely it's pretty much confirmed that there will be 2 separate titles regardless on both shows. So he is going to like burn that other one or do something to it. And yeah, so it's going to keep the Universal Championship. So, yeah, and again, I think after Mania, they have no clue what's going to happen with the WWE title. Just give it back to Lashley. Like, that's my opinion. But yeah, regarding the Universal title, besides Drew, there's no one else. But if they drag out that feud with Drew for about 2-3 months, and then hopefully build someone up in the meantime, that would be a nice little placeholder. So
definitely, yeah. I want Drew to be a champion again because Drew's awesome. I like Drew, but it really does show how there's no really big stars.
No,
who
not really.
have? I mean, if Roman's done with Brock, then who does he feud until Mania with The Rock? Who? Honestly, what? Kevin Owens again? Drew again? Seth again?
I think I do think that when he does face Rock, I don't think it's going to be for the title. Is it like you don't need the title for that? That would just
that sells itself.
Yeah, so I think when it does come to Mania, he won't have the title. So that's the thing. So it's just obviously, if that's the case, then who will take it after him? Fuck knows. They would have to do another draft and then just reshuffle the cards and get someone from Raw.
Do you honestly think they're going to end the brand split?
I don't think they're going to end the brand split. The networks won't have it. They're actually fine with having separate rosters, and they know what people tune in to go and see, and then that's their big draw. So yeah, I don't think they're going to end the brand split.
Just another draft, probably, like you were saying.
Yeah, they need to do another draft. Do it way earlier than usual. Don't do it just a few weeks before Survivor Series because that's fucking retarded. Just get it, or do it a while. Make everyone settle in. Do it before SummerSlam if you need to. And then,
I mean, if you look at NXT right now, the only real male star I can see them bringing up is Braun Breaker.
Yeah, Braun Breaker,
who I hope gets called Rex Steiner now because the Steiner brothers are getting in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, how did that happen? I thought Scott Steiner was banned.
Mate,
have you heard the unsavory stuff he says about Steph, especially?
Yeah.
Steph? Oh my God.
I still remember seeing that photo of his 2K model being like the wanted poster at the Hall of Fame. It's fucking hilarious. I honestly can't wait to hear him with a mic. What the fuck is he gonna say?
Give me a fucking mic.
Starts doing maths, and then he's like, "Where's Samoa Joe? He's fat," and he's like, "Oh shit,
fat asses." Oh god. Oh god, he's gonna come up with some madness. Just
mate, what's Triple H to say? Fuck it, I may have a pacemaker, but one more match against Steiner.
Oh my god! It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting.
You'll watch me like 2 hours trying to put this snap box together and trying to make it fucking click.
It's not gonna happen, bro.
No, that's why I hate this replica so much. I love the design, but the snap box is shit. Well, that's a perfect way to end it, of me trying to fucking snap this thing in.
I know, right? Well, yeah, like you said, on that note, that's where we're gonna come to the end of this episode. Please, as always, make sure you like, subscribe, and comment. Goes a long way. And obviously we'll be back possibly for SmackDown pre-Mania. If not, then the next episode will definitely be us reviewing WrestleMania, and the whole crew is going to be there.
Definitely, I hope I'm not hungover.
Oh, it's
hey Chaos, can you like mail me some tape up to Scotland, because this thing is not fucking sticking in.
I'll put it in the post for you.
Waterproof tape, something to just keep this fucking belt together.
Imagine if you just pop sign this hits you in the face. That'd be hilarious.
Yay! Why can I let Ring of Honor? It made me lose a cavity.
But yeah, and also please go and check out the last video that we just uploaded. It's the greatest WrestleMania quiz. Myself, the quiz master, along with Soul, Mr. Rhymes, and Matthew. A quiz on all, well, not every WrestleMania, but from X7 onwards. And yeah, that was pretty fun. So make sure you have some snacks, a couple drinks at the ready, and join in on the fun and share it around with your people. All right. So
it's a good one, guys.
Right.
Trust.
Right.
Give it a watch.
Definitely give it a watch. I mean, right now it's currently going to take it to the table channel, but it will be on Wrestling Republic's channel shortly as well. So don't worry about that.
As well, tune in for new episodes of the Soul Session as well.
Yes.
Get in the fucking hole. I've got some new guests coming on as well. I have the protagonist of professional wrestling. If you know who that is, good on you. He's coming on as well. I've also got a game developer as well of Retro Mania Wrestling. They're also nice. To discuss the game and the future of the development as well. I have other independent wrestlers coming on as well. So guys, stick out. More episodes coming soon. If you want to view the past episodes of me interviewing Warrior Wrestling and their desire to bring in Marty Scurll to the promotion, as well as my interview with EC3 discussing Control Your Narrative. Give it a watch, guys. It's good stuff. Trust me. Get in the fucking hole.
That's what he said to her.
Lost cause.
But yeah, definitely go check out the Soul Sessions. It is a hoot. And of course, everything else on the channel. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. But until then, I am your host, Chaos, with a bad cold. He has been Soul with also a bad cold. Until next time, guys. Peace.